Hey, best friends.
Welcome to another episode of The Bestie Advice, where we discuss all things relationships.
And now for part
Yes, it
two.
is. I do want to ask each of you all though, how did this time actually build your character, and some of the characteristics that you all have. I'm sure some things were developed. I'm sure some things were actually exposed. Like I didn't even know I had all of that. um, I'm sure as far as some things were even strengthened. So for each of you all, if you all can just kind of share with our audience in regards to the characteristics and even some of the emotions. Maybe you all weren't emotional people, but now you all are now. So just kind of share with us in regards to the characteristics and the emotions that may have changed during this time. Jennifer,
I
you
think
go
that
first.
during that
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Deacon Roy.
I, I think that during that time
Mhm.
and going forward,
Yeah,
since we've gone through that,
yeah,
a certain level of patience has to be a characteristic that you have, even if you would consider yourself a patient person before.
mhm,
Try going through, your
right.
spouse having a really serious illness.
Mhm,
It
mhm,
builds patience. It builds um, that that need to kind of like sacrifice, build strength, um, strength that, we didn't know we had definitely came about,
mhm.
strength that I thought I had that I didn't have,
Yeah.
showed me like, okay, you need to step up in that area. And this situation has taught me good and bad about myself, who I
Yeah.
am and who I need to be as a husband,
Mhm.
as a father, and as there's being her husband, but then being her husband as she's going through,
Yeah.
it's another level.
Mhm.
So I passed in some areas I didn't pass, but I was able to see that so that I
Yeah.
can know, going forward exactly the things that my wife needs. You meet somebody and you start dating them, you marry them, they have needs that year.
Mhm.
2003, 2013, she had different needs, and
Yeah.
obviously 2021 to up to now, the needs are different.
Yeah.
So uh, a lot of characteristics that you already should have as a man, as a husband, and as a wife are there, but everything is heightened. You got to be on point with
Mhm.
everything that you're supposed to be doing. And so,
That's good.
That is good. Uh, so I take my role as a wife very serious.
Mhm.
Um, I'm a big role person. So if this is what you do, then this is what you do, and you ought to do it well
Mhm.
because God has afforded you a husband and he's giving you the title of wife. So um that kind of like I guess set the tone or gave me some precedent as far as no, well, he not finna keep washing because you wash, you know. I mean, it's just kind of like certain stuff that I do as this is what I do. I
Mhm.
didn't want to not still do it,
Yeah.
you know. So and then we can go all into the physical changes of it.
Yeah.
You know, the physical changes were really hard for me because I've never not felt beautiful.
Mhm.
So that was really hard for me. Like I would say, hey, ain't nobody hitting on me. They can hit on you all day long, but ain't nobody hitting on me, you know?
that's really what she told me.
And that is for real.
Yes.
So for the feel like that, if they can oh, you still beautiful. Yeah, you don't know, you don't feel that.
Right.
When you
Right.
look in the mirror, you see what you see.
Mhm.
And so you have to keep kind of lying to yourself. Hey girl, you all right. You all right. Girl, you fine. Girl, you all right. You
Mhm.
know, but you don't look it, nor do you feel it.
Mhm.
So until over time when I began to to understand and to feel it, as my body began to heal, it made me better. It made me feel better.
Mm.
So,
So you really pulled on the beauty that you had inside. Really,
absolutely.
yeah. So that's good. So a fun question. Your husband kind of mentioned it. What made you decide to pledge Delta?
I've been wanting to do Delta since 1993. So Delta is rooted.
Girl,
That
we
was
were on the same line together.
that has been in my heart for a long time, and thankfully it just opportunity presented itself at this time. So,
But I think
although
it's probably a good distraction to like you could focus on, something else and it's fulfilling. Like I wanted to do this and now the opportunity's here and I can do this.
Yes. And I
yeah,
love how you can go ahead, Jennifer.
and then I just was, I had to tell myself, God will not show you all of this and not give it to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He don't operate like that.
Mm-hmm.
He just don't. You're months away from your doctorate. You've worked all this time during 2021 on this degree. This is your final degree. This is your terminal degree. He
Yeah.
would not show you all of this and not give it to you.
Yes. Yes.
So, so that was what was steadily embedded in my head.
And I love how you have continued to pull on the strength of God. Because you could have quit a long time ago, like, they said I was sick. So I'm gonna take this all in and I'm gonna sit until I'm well. But you literally said, like, no, he's brought me too far to actually leave me now. If he's done all of this behind me, then he's actually going to see me all the way through this. So this is very, very encouraging, and it's an inspiration to me, and those out there that are listening and watching, hoping that this is an inspiration to you all as well. I did want you all to share just some wisdom and advice to our audience, for another couple that may actually be going through this. They may be in the midst of it and they're like, yeah, I don't know about her, she don't know about me, we don't know how we're going to get through this, I'm not liking her right now. And it might not even be this particular situation, but life happens, and the enemy, when he comes in hard. So whatever it is that they may be going through, that you can actually encourage them. What do they need to do? How do they need to come together to get through their time?
So, okay. So reality is what it is, right? So face value, if it looks like this is really what it is.
Yeah.
We know that the Lord is mighty. We know he's strong. We know he fight. We know all of that, right? But the reality is this is what it looks like. And as he said before, needs change as the years go by, as you grow older together. You have to communicate those needs and communicate them again, and then communicate them again. And if you got to communicate them again, you just have to make it known, and I did that. And I tried to make it as plain and not condescending at all, because of course that's never the intention, right?
Yeah.
The intention is to just, I want to feel heard. I want to be heard. I need you to understand what's going on right now, what needs to be done. And this is just what it is, black and white.
Yeah.
So, because you can't expect somebody to know if you haven't told them what your needs are when they change.
Yeah.
So, so when you make it that plain and then you give it to them, so then it's for them to develop that and to act on it or whatever. But in the event that that is a slower process or it never happens, you don't stop.
Right. That's good.
Because that's not what you signed up for. You might want to, for sure. For sure. It's like, I'm not being heard. It's not materializing. What I said is not, is not coming into fruition. He's not doing what I said I needed. I'm out. That's not an option.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Mhm.
So
No, that's good.
Mhm.
That's good
Deacon
advice.
Roy?
Wisdom that I can share is for married couples, try as hard as you can early on in a relationship to kind of, like she said, verbalize what the needs are early on.
Mhm.
That kind of helps, even if they're going to change later. Have that conversation early in a relationship or early in the marriage, as far as those needs, and have a strong foundation. You know, if one is a believer and the other one isn't a believer, that can make it tough. But if you're both believers, that makes it easier.
Mhm.
And also, as the years go by, I think it's important when you're in a marriage to know that it's all us. Like, we had cancer.
Yeah, yeah.
We went through pitfalls financially. We had this go on. We had that go on. Be positive at all times when your spouse is going through. Um, I had something that really didn't go my way earlier today, and all I got from her in text messages was positivity. And I wasn't feeling like being positive at the time. I was not happy,
Right.
but that's what I needed at that time.
Mhm.
During the time when, she was going through chemo and she went through the different changes and losing her hair and all that. Me knowing my wife, she will say, "I am my hair." She takes pride in how thick and how nice
Yeah.
her hair is. I was not playing. She was beautiful to me before. When
Mhm.
she had long hair, she was beautiful to me when she was bald. And
Mhm.
it was beautiful seeing the hair grow back.
Yeah.
And I made sure she knew that. And I wasn't just playing around with that. She's
Right,
my
right.
wife. So
Yeah.
whatever it is that's going on with your spouse, okay,
Mhm.
now that's what you like.
Yeah. Yeah.
If- Without, nothing real crazy going on. If my wife came in with orange hair, I'm gonna figure out how to like that because it's on Jennifer.
Right,
You
right,
have to
right.
learn to like, to love whatever is going on with your spouse
Mhm.
because you ain't
Mhm.
going nowhere.
Yeah.
I told her yesterday, okay, we going through this right now, but I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
I don't know if that set the tone because later on in the day she said the same thing back to me. Good. And if
Yeah.
you got to say that again after 20 years, say it again.
Right,
I'm
right,
here and I'm
right,
not going nowhere.
right.
So it's not an
They
option.
say, but go ahead in the room though, but you still ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
go
We
ahead and
tell
go in
our
the
friends
room.
this all the time. If she decides she don't want to be with me no more, we gonna be roommates till she like me again.
right.
Period. I ain't going to no, I'm not going in the other room. I'm not going to the couch.
Right,
I'm
right.
not going over my mama's house. And she know it. You can move
I
your
love
feet
it.
over all you want. I'm gonna find your foot. I'm gonna do it.
You gonna find that toe? You
Because
find
you're
Right.
still my
the
wife
back of the
and I still
ankle,
love you.
something, just a little.
Yeah, anything.
Right.
You like me again one day. Until then, I'll just like you.
Hey,
Real hard. I like you.
girl, I can relate, girl.
Yeah. It sounds like to me though, just hearing you all tell your story, that one of the couple characteristics that I can see with you all is that your love has deepened
Oh my gosh.
for one another. Like I'm hearing it in your voice, Deacon Roy. I'm hearing it in your voice, Jennifer. Like your love has deepened. Do you believe that, or do you all feel that?
for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
For sure. I
Absolutely.
mean, if it was thinning or if it was kind of like just leveling out, then I mean, this would have definitely made us kind of like
Final
shaky.
blow.
Yeah.
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 You know, we've been through a lot in 17 years,
Mhm.
that most couples probably haven't, endured or whatever, but um we keep like climbing over that, you
Mhm.
know.
Mhm.
So I don't know why though. Why do we keep climbing over this stuff?
Because you love me.
Right. I was like, what?
Besties.
Oh,
So when people when people pray sometimes, they'll ask, Lord, increase my faith, right?
Yeah.
God increases our faith, not like this, like a magic trick. he'll
Mhm.
increase your faith with you going through something.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
in marriages, when you want your love to grow, you don't just walk in the house one day and say, you know what, I love you more today than I did yesterday.
That part.
No, the Lord will allow you to go through stuff to
Mhm.
test that love, and that's how
Yeah.
it grows. So
Yes.
we've been tested over the years and tested over the years. And so I think that's why it's growing the way that it is.
You've adapted two things though.
Yeah.
Number one is celebrate everything.
That's good.
Like,
Everything.
like for real. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
ooh, a new car wash opened up on the corner that I like to go to. Let's get tacos.
We going.
Celebrate everything.
Did you say a new car wash opened up?
Something just as simple as that.
Yeah.
Just the convenience of now there's one closer. That's what
Having like that date, that time.
Yes, yes, yes. That's
Oh,
good.
car
And
wash.
the other thing is forgive fast.
That's
Mm.
good.
So early on, we go jaws tight 3-4 days. Nope, it's whatever that was, the spat that was right there. Say what you say, 20, 30 seconds later. Yeah, so could you take those tomatoes out, please?
yes, I
You know,
can.
it's that we made a pact to do that
Mm-hmm.
a while ago, to just forgive fast. Like whatever it was,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
let's keep going.
Because you don't got time. You don't
Yeah.
got time for that.
I got stuff I need to say.
And people unfortunately are passing away every day. And we went through
Absolutely.
something really serious. So I don't got time. I don't have 8 days to be, I ain't talked to my wife the right way. And we not smiling again at least.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is still there and still being worked out, but you just don't have time. You don't have
Yeah.
time for that. Stuff happens all the time. That's not just in marriages, that's in any relationship. You'll never hear me or know about me not talking to my brothers or my sister for
Mm-hmm.
however long.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive fast.
Yes. Life is short.
That,
Life is extremely short.
Yeah.
And look, and then we serve a mysterious God. We don't know how he working, what he gonna do. We don't know what we may think we know.
you
We don't
don't.
know what his next
Mhm.
move may be. So yes, I am in total agreement with those words of wisdom. I do believe as well that that you should love hard. Try your best to love hard. And then even with you all just making the statement as far as with the forgive fast. I'm saying it, I gotta say it, into my actual spirit lines up with, because I can hold it.
I used to too.
I can hold it.
That's still there. The ability to hold it is still there.
And I can still cook. I can still make the bed up. Yep, I can still fold your clothes. And that mouth be like,
Yeah. Long as it don't do this.
no, but I love it. I love it. No, that's words of wisdom. That's words of wisdom right there.
Yeah.
Life is short, y'all. Life is short.
Like, if you got to put a time on it, okay, like I only got 120 seconds to not say nothing else. That's all you got. After that, so with what was we talking about?
2 minutes.
That's it.
2 minutes.
How we I know me and my would have an argument. I'd be like, okay, what you want to eat? Like, that's it.
Tacos.
That's it. I look exactly, and I feel that if you're still functioning somewhere around, you all being together somewhere in there, things are gonna start softening. Your hearts are gonna start softening, and you all are gonna start talking again. Even with the example that you gave, Roy. You might be laying there, it's like, don't touch me. You done scooted all the way over to the end, but then somebody gonna slide that toe, bump that arm, push that arm around. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I know how to ride the edge real well.
I can lay like this, she'd be so far away. She'll come back one night.
Y'all know that edge. Y'all know that edge.
Absolutely.
Yeah, girl, yeah.
So Dr. Irene, I'm never gonna do it, but sometimes I just be like, if I just
That's it. She's on the
I
floor.
don't know how you got on the floor, baby. I'll help you up though. Living on the edge. Sometimes you fall off the edge.
I like Brother Mitchell.
Exactly. Exactly.
And such
So,
an
yes,
you guys are just
yes,
beautiful people, and we so thank you guys for sharing your
absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you all again
So
for
our besties out there, we pray and we hope that something that was said on today will encourage you all in your relationship and even will be words of wisdom and advice to those who are looking to get married. You have not been down this road. You might not ever go down this road. But if things do take place and life changes do take place, we hope that this has encouraged you where you will know how to maneuver through those things. But here's the key thing, you all, only with the help of God. Yes, yeah. You may survive, but you don't want to survive. You want to thrive through things. And when it comes to marriage, there are highs and there are lows. And don't want to just be married to someone and say, yeah, my marriage is just surviving. I want to be in a marriage where things are thriving. I want to be happy. I want him to be happy. You should want her to be happy. Um, Things are not always peaches and cream, but when you have God as your foundation, believe me, so he gonna check you. He is
Yeah.
going to check you to let you know, okay, y'all need to get that together. You all need to get that in order. So I will say, before you even step into marriage, make sure that God is your foundation, that God is the center of your joy. And then when you find that one somebody, pray to God and ask that they have that same relationship. You want to be with someone that's equally yoked. So when situations like this do come to pass, you will have his help because his help is needed. His help is needed. So again, we just want to thank Jennifer and Deacon Roy for coming on here. And Jennifer, I want to tell you, baby, you are beautiful. You are beautiful inside and out. And I'm not just saying that, you are beautiful. Deacon Roy, you nice too. But Jennifer, you are beautiful. We love you all and we thank you all so much. So until our next show, besties out there, we do ask that you do like and share this podcast. Go to our various pages. You can find us on YouTube. You can also listen to all of our podcasts on iHeartRadio, on Amazon Music, on Apple. I think that might be it. You can find some funny things. What did you say, Irene?
Spotify.
On that's the one I be forgetting. On Spotify, you can catch us on TikTok and also on Instagram. Until next time, we love you all. Thank you all for your support. Bye, besties.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.